Good morning, folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman. Back with you once again on a Thursday morning on Lake Monticello. We're going to start off this morning. The wind ain't blowing, so we're going to start off right here on the old bass spot to see if there's any here early this morning. On Lake Monticello, dropping it to the bottom, and the first time I dropped it, so I don't know what's going to happen. It's cold, it's in the 20s, but it's not windy. And so far, it might get windy. And that's the key, people. It's not so bad out here with sunshine and not windy, but if it's windy, it's bad. And hey, we down on the bottom. Let's see if we can find us a bass out this morning, right off the bat. I see a couple down there that look like could be bass right on the bottom there. Whether they'll bite out. Nope, there he is. There he is. There he is. Already one nailed it. Huh? Already one nailed it. Look at that. Coming up, bass. Coming up, bass. Coming up, bass. Oh my. Right off the bat. Huh? We got a slider jig and a big daddy jig on. Right off the bat, one done nailed it. Huh? I'm telling you, right off the bat. You got to love that first drop bass. Right on the bass hole this morning. I haven't been trying it early in the morning. Hey, right off the bat, we got us a jumbo magnum. Huh? You got to love it. And guess what he hit? The doggone Big Daddy jig. He hit the Big Daddy jig, people. I had a slider on the bottom. And the Big Daddy on the top. And guess which one he hit? I'm going to show you. Guess which one he hit? The doggone Big Daddy. See it right there? Blue and chartreuse. Big Daddy jig. First drop. What a way to start. Hey, what a way to start. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to crank up the live well. I don't want this doggone, I'm going to put him in the drum right now. But I don't want him throwing back, running my fish off. So we're going to put him in the drum right now. I ain't throwing him back this second because I want to catch some more of them. I ain't got no more fish in the drum, so it'll be fine. And I got a lot of water in there. And it's cold, so he'll be fine for about 20 minutes anyhow. Hey, drop it back out. I don't want to run my fish off. Drop it down and see how many we can catch right here. Then we'll chunk them back. I still see some. They down there thick. I don't know how many will bite, but they down there. 33 foot of water, and the bass is on this point, people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they on this point. Got a doggone kink in my line. Believe that. Braid line. All right. Let's get this out. Let's get this straight before we set the hook on another one of them bass. What y'all say? What y'all say? Old Fisherman loving life when he catch a bass on the first drop. Get my drag right. Okay? It's finesse fishing. It's like a drop shot with that double jig and that lead, and all I'm doing is twitching it real soft. That's all I'm doing. I've been making a mistake. That doggone flat tail jig that I just caught that bass on is called a spade jig. I need to get my ducks in a row before I started promoting something, but nobody ever told me what they was called. They just sent me something to use. But it's called a 2 1/4 inch spade jig is what that bass has been hitting. And the tadpole jig is like the slider jig with a swimming tail. I want to get that straight this morning. Oh Lord, we got bass all up on us. Let's just reel it up, see if we want to come up and get it. No, he ain't gonna come up and get it. They under there. I'm gonna tell you right now, we got them under there. We got them all over the place under there. We probably need to put 2 doggone spade jigs on is what I need, or either a swimming jig on the bottom. But I'm gonna leave that slider jig on the bottom right now. It's bass down there everywhere. This is the darndest bass place I've seen in my life. Every time I come here, catch a bass. See if we can get another. I know it's more down there, I see them. Get them to bite. That first one bit, hey, another to bite too. Probably gonna have to kind of circle around and pull it. What I'm thinking. We're going to do the come line circle swing on these bass. That first one, you know, the first bite's always the easiest bite. They still there too. They still there. Don't mean they're gonna bite. We sure caught one to bite, didn't we? I wish I had some of them red bug colored jigs. I guarantee one will pop in. They ain't looking right to them now. Caught that one. They still there too. Plenty of them. Caught that one. Try to get another to bite it. They still there. Plenty of them. 30 foot of water. I'm right on top of the ridge now. They're not hitting that slider at all. Surely another's gonna hit, don't you reckon? I'm wondering now. I still see them, but they're not hitting. Hey, look at here. Just caught a super dog jumbo magnum. We're gonna see if we can catch some more of them babies. On Lake Monticello, loving life. Put it to the bottom where the big boys lie. See what we can do. Right here, right now, on this lake. Cold this morning, sunshiny, but no wind. No wind. That's a good thing, that's a bad thing. Sometimes the fish takes a little wind, but no wind today on this lake. We're gonna see if we can catch a couple of white perch here. And hey, we stopped at the bass hole, called one, that was it. See what we can do on the perch. See if we can get something going. On Lake Monticello. There he is. Oh my, he nailed it. What? He nailed it. A jumbo super dog supreme, and he nailed it. What? He hit that doggone spade blue and chartreuse spade jig from Big Daddy Jig. Drop it to the bottom where the big boys lie. See if we can catch another one of them babies. Huh, you got to love a jumbo magnum. Everybody loves a jumbo delight. Huh? You got to love them, I'm telling you. See if we can get another one. See if we can get another one. Thanks to all my fans and all the orders out there going to the post office today to send something out. So if you ain't got your Old Fisherman attire, you better go to stevecarmelina.com to get it. And there's another. Now he ain't a jumbo, he's a baby mag. But we're gonna have to throw him back. Hey, Loney ain't over here right now, but I'm sure he will be. Got several boats around. Maybe they over there messing with them instead of the Old Fisherman. And I like it like that. Loney can stay over there with them other boats. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Let's beat the boat and stir them up. Let's beat the boat and stir them up. What? What you say? Beautiful day to be alive. What? Hey, day. Almost Christmas. Can't get any better than this. Fish biting, almost Christmas, and we are enjoying life today. Hey, don't take nothing for granted, people. You don't know how many more days you got left. Don't take nothing for granted. These doggone fish you take for granted, hey, they might not bite one day. Might not be able to catch them. So don't take nothing for granted. We're in 39 foot of water right now. I can't distinguish what depth they're supposed to be in here today. The water's low, and we're trying to find them. They're slow. You catch a couple and they quit. That's what they've been doing all morning. But hey, we catching a couple, so that's better than none. What? Better than none. Let's do the come around circle swing, see if we can get one to bite it. There he is. Oh, he bumped it. He bumped it. What? He bumped it. Oh my. Drop it to the bottom where the big boys lie. You have got to be loving it when you're watching the Old Fisherman catch fish. Almost like being there and not being there. Almost like being in the boat with him. Uh-oh. I see fish and I don't see no bites. What's going on? Them junkers are aggravating today. That water, that low water's got something to do with it. Low water. Tell you, catch a couple and it's like they get immune. I think it's more fishing pressure, and I think that's what the problem is. I really do. I think they're getting immune to this style of fishing already, and we got to have to change something else. Everybody's doing it, and you got to keep changing. Even the boat beating might come obsolete. Everybody starts doing it, and then they'll quit. We give it a little bit more shot. If they don't come to the boat beating, we'll have to stop boat beating. We got to be smarter than the fish. More fishing pressure, everything changes. I ain't believing I ain't getting a bite. I'm on some fish too, they just ain't biting. They ain't biting today right. I don't think. Had them couple bites, now they quit. And 39, maybe we'll drop off here a little deeper and see what happens. Took my little hat off, now the breeze is getting up. I need my hat back on. Oh, that was a bump. There was a bump. Might have to go to slider jigs. They might be, hey, they might hit a smaller jig today. Might have put slider on the other rod. Give it a shot. You got to keep changing. Every day is a different day. You never know what they're going to bite. Got to keep changing and adapting. They out there, they just ain't hitting. They ain't feeding this morning. What it is? They ain't feeding. There he is. There he is. Hey, there he is. There he is. There he is. Slow going, but hey, he's a good one. Hey, he's a good one. He is a good one. Got him on the swimming tadpole jig. Drop it to the bottom where the big boys lie. See if we can get a nothing. That was a nice bass I caught earlier. I didn't weigh him. I should put my scales up here and weigh them fish. Probably about 4 pounds. That's what I'm thinking anyhow. There he is. There he is. Oh my, there he is. What? Little one. Hitting that doggone tadpole swimming jig. Looks like the slider, what they're hitting right now. Seems like the bigger ones want the spade jig, and the smaller ones hitting the tadpole swimming jig. What it seems to me like today. Whoa, that wind's getting cold. Put my little hat back on. Put my little hat back on. That fish down there, we just got to make them bite. I see them. They're all over the bottom. All over the bottom. That's what they are. All over the bottom. I think I'm gonna put 2 slider jigs on my, well, at least 1 slider jig on my other rod and see what happens. Cause I'm seeing fish, I ought to be catching one every time I move it. They ain't stirring this morning. They don't want it. Hey, they bumped it. He bumped it, run up there and bumped it. Hey, it's not feeding. Hey, we gotta figure out what they wanna feed on, cause they're here. Plenty of fish here. Plenty of fish here. There he is. There he is. Oh my, there he is. That joker come up and creamed it. What? He creamed it. Oh my, he creamed it. Jumbo Super Supreme people. That's what I call a white perch. Son, that's a good one. Look at here. Huh? Look at here. That's a filet mignon perch. What? Drop it to the bottom where the big boys lie. Thursday. Boy, the weeks just click by when you're out here having fun. It goes so fast. I remember when I was working, the week never get over. Now it is speed by. Speed by. The older you get, the faster time goes. Speed by. All right, we got to make them bite. They out here. Hey, stay out here. They can't fool the old fishermen. Stay out here. They're laying all around the bottom. They out here. And we are going to make them bite one way or the other. Might take dynamite. I don't believe that's legal. I don't believe dynamite is legal. All right. I'm gonna tell you, it got cold and they done slowed down. Stay cold for a couple of days, I reckon. Make them feed back up. We got to figure out what they want and how they want it. I dropped off here 43 foot of water. How'd that happen? Man, ever so often want to bump it, but they ain't killing it. Let me tell you, they ain't killing it whatsoever. Rough. Come on, man. Well, I hate it, but it's getting to the end of college football, and boy, I love college football. Let me tell you. I love watching football. Almost as good as I do fishing. Almost. Well, we got pine straw floating all over the water. Y'all see that? Had some wind over here. Now I can't get a bite. Tell you what, let's do. Hey, I'll tell you what, let's do. We got to change around. We got to change around. We got to do something different. Let's put us a doggone slider jig on here, something a little smaller. Let's start with a starlight color at the bottom, which is blue and a black, and let's put it on, downsize a little bit, and see if that'll trigger something better. We got to make a change. They ain't biting right. And it's probably because they ain't feeding. Sometimes it days like that, they could pick up feeding any time, probably when they start pumping that water back in. But I might not be here. So we got to make them bite when they don't want to bite. Let's put that doggone jig down at the bottom and see what happens. Let's see if that makes a difference. Got to experiment. If you don't experiment, you get in a rut, you won't catch them. Hey, you won't catch them. You just sit in one little spot, you won't catch them unless they feed them. Let's see what happens there. See if that makes a difference. Might not. They might not hit nothing. They might not even hit a minnow. Oh, there he is. Let's see what he's on. Let's see if that change made a difference. He ain't that big though. Nope. He bit the Big Daddy jig. Oh Lord. You can't figure these suckers out. No. This I do a pretty good job at it. Hey folks, we just moved a little bit and just caught a jumbo magnum. See if we can catch another one. Put it to the bottom, and in fact we just caught another bass too. Didn't have the camera rolling, about a 4-pounder. Chunked him back. Hey, we try to drop it down. They're kind of slow this morning. You catch a few here and a few there, and then they quit. It looked like they wanted pulling though. It's what they want. They want it pulling. So we're gonna do that little come around circle swing thing. Try to pull this boat real slow. See if we can't catch nothing. Lake Monticello. There he is. They want it pulling. They definitely want it pulling. What they want, pulling. Sunshine, they come up and grab it. That's a good one. That's a jumbo madam on a slider jig, blue and green. I got a blue and green slider, or blue and chartreuse at the bottom, and I got a blue and chartreuse spade jig, Big Daddy spade jig at the top. I caught the bass on a spade jig. And all we doing is drop it to the bottom and kind of pull it a little bit. What we doing today, that seems to be the method to catch them today. Not straight up and down, kind of pull it. And that's what we're doing. Get that slant and pull it. There you go. Oh, Lord, he hit it. He hit it. That's what they want. They want it pulling today. Do the circle swing. Boy, one thump. They down there. We keep them going, they down there. He's hitting it. They bumping it. There he is. He nailed it. He nailed it. What? They can't stand that pulling, let me tell you. They can't stand that pulling. They will kill it when it's pulling. Good ones too. Hey, we got two, I believe. No, we ain't got but one. Got him on a spade jig. Big Daddy spade jig. Big, Toma. There you go. Hey, finally took it. Suckers is up high is what it is. That's a good one too. Well, they don't get him. That's a good one. That's a good one. Got him on a slider jig. Big old perch. Come up and got it. Come up and got it. Get a nut. I think them big ones either run it up and get it, or they suspend it. I don't see them suspend it, so I think they probably run it up and get it. Got sunshine today, so they can skylight it. Meet the boat. That meet the boat ain't working today. Don't seem to be anyhow. I'm gonna just slow troll it around here and see what happens. Hey, he bumped it. He bumped it. They bumping it. There he is. He nailed it. He nailed it. He nailed it. That's what the key's got to be. You got to pull it today to catch him. He nailed it. Hit the doggone Big Daddy spade jig. Thanks to Tom Herring for clarifying that jig. I've been calling it wrong. Spade jig is the flat tail, and the tadpole is the swimming jig like the slider. I didn't know. Nobody was telling me. Thanks to Tom Herring for telling me that. Tom gave me a cutting board on Lake Murray, and appreciate that. Got it right here in the boat. There he is. what they want. You got to throw it out, pull it sideways to catch them. What you got to do. Throw it out, pull them sideways to catch them. Them jokers are getting used to that straight up and down stuff.